Money is strange. If it's just a tool, why does it so often feel like a trap? I've sat with people who make more money than they ever imagined, and they're more anxious than they've ever been. And I've also sat with people who make far less and somehow sleep just fine, which tells me something important. The problem usually isn't how much money we have, it's what we're using it for. Over the years, both in my own life and sitting across from thousands of people in my career, I've started to notice a pattern. Almost every dollar we earn ends up going in one of 5 directions. And one of those directions is where most people unconsciously spend the majority of their money. And it rarely makes them happier. I learned it because I've had a front row seat to how money actually plays out in real life. I've watched people upgrade their income and somehow downgrade their peace. And I've watched people with far less build incredibly stable, calm lives. And somewhere along the way, Emily and I made a very intentional decision. We weren't going to let our money drift. We were going to decide what it was for. That's when I started asking a different question. Not how do we make more money, but what is our money actually for? The first and most obvious answer is this. You can buy stuff. This is where almost everyone starts. A new phone, new truck, new couch, new whatever. And look, I'm not anti-stuff. Some stuff is great. Some stuff makes life easier. Some stuff is genuinely enjoyable. But we all know that feeling. You buy the thing, you're excited. You get that little dopamine hit and you're excited to tell everyone about it. And then it just becomes normal. The thing that was supposed to make life better quietly fades into the background. And now we're looking for the next thing. Stuff is good at improving convenience. It's terrible at creating contentment. The mistake isn't buying things. The mistake is expecting things to carry meaning they were never designed to hold. We learned that the hard way. At some point, we realized we were upgrading our lifestyle, but not our life. Which led us to the second use of money. You can buy experiences with people you love. This one surprised me because we tend to think things are permanent and experiences, disappear. But it's actually the opposite. You see, stuff breaks, stuff gets lost, stuff gets outdated, but experiences turn into stories, and stories turn into part of who you are. Whether it's a weekend away, a road trip, a stupid inside joke that comes from a night that didn't go as planned, an ice cream run with your kids that they somehow remember for years to come. When you look back on your life, you don't remember your couch, you remember moments. This was a big shift for us. We started asking, will this be a part of our story or just a part of storage? Money used to build memories has a way of paying emotional dividends for decades. Then there's a third one that almost nobody talks about explicitly. You can buy time. This one's huge because time is the one thing you can't make more of. If there's something you hate doing and you can afford to pay someone else to do it, that's not being lazy, that's being strategic. Maybe you need to hire the cleaner, pay the neighborhood kid to mow the lawn, use grocery delivery, not so you can scroll more, but so you can live more. Time is for being present to your family, resting, building something that matters, taking care of your body and your mind. Money spent buying back your time and then using that time well is rarely wasted. Then there's one that feels completely backwards in a culture built on consumption. You can give money away. This one makes no sense on paper, and yet it works every time. When you give, something strange happens. Your money stops feeling like your master and starts feeling like your servant. You're telling your money, you don't own me, I own you. You could support a family, give to your church, back a cause you actually believe in. Generosity does something to your heart that spending on yourself never does. It connects your money to meaning, and meaning always outlives pleasure. Finally, there's the quiet, unsexy one. You can save and invest. Now, this one doesn't get applause, but it builds something even better: peace. Why does it feel good to see your savings grow? Why does paying down debt feel lighter every month? Why does building investments feel satisfying? Because human beings are wired to feel hope when they see progress. Progress tells your nervous system you're not stuck, we're moving forward. Margin is emotional. Stability is emotional. Momentum is emotional. And slowly, your money stops feeling like a constant emergency and starts feeling like a foundation. So, can money buy happiness? No, but it can absolutely support it. When your money is only buying stuff, it always leaves you wanting more. But when it's helping you build memories, buy back time, give generously, build a future, it starts lining up with your values. And when your money lines up with your values, it stops fighting your life and starts supporting it. So here's a simple question to sit with. Where is most of your money going right now? And is that helping you build the kind of life you actually want? Because money is a tool, but tools always shape what you build. If you're feeling stuck with your money, I created a system to help with all goal setting, whether it's your finances, health, family relations, whatever it might be. Go to my website, thecurrencyofhappiness.com, and there you can download your free goal setting framework. And while you have a moment, make sure to hit subscribe and leave us a review.